Hello everyone, it's day 17 of our life transform journey, and we are in balmy Scottsdale, Arizona. This is Jacqueline with Vibrational Energy Solutions. Today I wanted to bring to you information about the subconscious program and how it relates to the overall program that is being overlaid. So we have our own subconscious thought, but then there's a collective field of consciousness. And in that collective field of consciousness, with what has been occurring in the past few years, it has been one of isolation. It's been a program of separation. And the way out of that is conscious choice. So isolation and separation are running from the survival program. So that mode in our brain that the ego wants us to maintain control over all costs in order to survive. And today we're going to talk about reprogramming that, because it is through habituation, it is through, the choice, the conscious choice of our thought patterns that are continuing to exponentiate that survival program. So, what are you consciously choosing? And chances are, if you're still in isolation or separation, you are not consciously choosing. That is, just letting autopilot take the wheel, and that is the default mode. And so often, if you are feeling an overwhelming sense of loneliness, grief, helplessness, heartbreak, sometimes even outrage, it can be caused by that underlying program. And who are you when you let yourself release from the automatic program, from the societal conditioning? Because you get to choose. You get to choose. And so often we're not aware that choice even exists. So from moving from the survival mode into creating your extraordinary life, creating the thriving mindset, which is letting go of the patterns that caused whatever it was. And for me, yesterday I talked about loss was pretty much attached to money and home. And so it's my conscious choice that moves me from that automatic program, that survival instinct that says, well, if I attempt to align with money or align with home, it equals loss. Well, of course, if I have that subconscious program running, it's not going to be available for me. It's going to not want to play with me. Why would money want to play with me? Why would home want to play with me if I thought that it equated loss, if I thought it was attached to loneliness and heartbreak? So, are you getting what I'm laying down? So what are you telling yourself? What is the limiting beliefs that are operating the program that you are being habituated to? It's all habit. It's all habit. And if we don't break the habit, then we continue to run from the automatic program. So what choices do you consciously want to make? And so being that invitation to yourself, showing up as the loving adult. Yesterday was interesting because I'm working on creating my media files for getting out into the college arena so that there's access to more of this information and people have the chance to consciously choose from a younger age and to break generational patterns. Because yes, we all went through COVID. So 2020 was a hard year that created a lot of isolation and separation, but it goes back much farther than that. Some of us, it was in our bloodline. Some of us, it's been ancestral, where we've carried a lot of this. It could be, for me, my parents grew up in the Depression era. And so my dad was the youngest of 12, and he did the best that he could with what he knew. And so he didn't know to up-level the program. He didn't know about conscious choice. he lived from that space for his entire life. So we get a chance to choose because of all of the research that's being done by Bruce Lipton, by Greg Braden, by Dr. Joe Dispenza. By Lynn McTaggart. There's so many amazing scientists that are studying this field of consciousness, that are studying, and Rika Zimmerman, all about conscious choice. I learned about from Rika Zimmerman. The ego program I learned from Rika Zimmerman, who I'm trained in her advanced life transform coaching program. So without the tools, I would still be running from that survival program. I wouldn't be looking into diving deeper into what created this mode of program. It would just be automatic pilot. So this is an opportunity for you to dig a little bit deeper. What are the survival programs you've been running at? Is it that love has eluded you? Has it been that money's been eluding you? Has it been home that's been eluding you? Has it been friendships? What have been the repeating patterns that have been coming up in your life that are ready to shift? And you get to be the conscious creator of whatever you choose, but you get to choose it. You get to come to the understanding that a lot of what has shown up for you was helping to wake you up. It was helping you to realize that that program was running, and it was only there to help you to come home to your heart. So we get to be excited about that program. We get to consciously choose. What do you want to choose now? Now that you're aware. Now that you know where it came from. So that is powerful. And then you get to be that loving adult for your little one within, your inner child, to ask, what do you need, sweetheart? I am here for you. I will never leave you. I always have your back. So you don't have to outsource it to anybody else. You get to develop the self-trust within yourself that knows without a shadow of a doubt that you've got you. You've got you, babe. And you're the only one that really, truly can. And anything that exists outside of you is an illusion to help you to wake up to that. And then you can consciously choose what you're creating. Consciously choose what you are creating and the space of love that you get to be for yourself. The space of validation, the space of approval, not looking for it outside of yourself, because that is a needy energy. That's a survival instinct energy. And coming from that space, everything is going to fall apart. It will. It may feel totally generative in one way, but when it all falls apart, because we can't all be on this earth together. There are some soulmates that come into this world, and my brother was a chaplain at a trauma center in Palm Springs for many, many years, over a decade. And he's told me of a handful of experiences where a partner would die, and basically the two would be in hospital beds next to each other. And as one let go of their life and holding hands, the other would drift away and lose their life as well. And that's an incredible bond. That's sharing of a soul. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen, it does. But it's very, very rare. And what happens if you're not totally in that space is that when that person that you've depended on for your love, approval, validation, at some point passes away, you're left to discover who you are. So who are you? You don't have to wait for that love of your life to pass away. You can choose it now. You can choose to be the source of your love, approval, validation. And it's from that space that we powerfully create our lives. So stay tuned, because this is Jacqueline 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, 10.0. Everything has been preparing to launch for over 20 years to bring us here to this moment, to powerfully show up in the world, to be on the mission of awakening, helping to guide a million people home to their heart. Because that's where the magic happens. And from that space, when you have two people that are powerfully aligned in their own heart, coming together, oh my goodness. Those lighthouses create a beacon that ignite the world into a greater understanding of who they are and what is possible. So stay tuned. This is Jacqueline with Vibrational Energy Solutions. I'm going to drop a link below for the free meditations, and feel free to send me a message. I'd love to connect. I have a few spots open in my coaching program, as well as spots on my calendar to come to colleges, universities, corporations, sharing a message of creating an environment. And it's an internal environment of love within, so that it expands and ripples out into your family, into your college campus, into your corporation, into your community, into your families, so that you are a beacon for yourself. And you are a beacon for those who love you, who recognize the light, the truth, the love within you. This is Jacqueline with Vibrational Energy Solutions, hoping you are making it a great day, sending so much love your way, and igniting that passion for life, love, and knowing that we are all connected on this journey. You're not alone. So often we think we're isolated, that we are separate from, and we're not. The truth is that we're just calling each other home, and that is to our own heart. So may you witness yourself coming home to your heart, feeling that love within you, and breathing into it. Take a couple deep breaths in, put your hands on your heart. Breathing in through your nose, all the way down into your belly, and breathing out any stress, any feelings of separation, any feelings of loneliness, any feelings of mistrust, anywhere you've given your trust away to somebody else and had your heart broken. They're only guiding you home to you, boo. You get to do you, boo. Breathe in, touch your heart, and let it all go. Relax your shoulders. Let it go from inside of your body, inside of your tissue, inside of your cells, anywhere you've aligned with needing somebody else to fill you up. It's all there for you, inside of you. This is Jacqueline with Vibrational Energy Solutions. I love you. Make it a great day. Bye.